Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Biggles Breakdown. I'm here with Leathal Lightning, and Lethal actually got me to watch anime a lot more. Fun fact about Lethal, I do some edits for Lethal, and he really likes Masato. And one of the girls at my work had Masato on her water bottle or hydro flask. I get yelled at if I call it a water bottle.
A hydro flask.
A hydro flask. It's a water bottle.
Fucking water.
It's a water bottle. And I was like, "Is that Masato?" And she's like, "Yeah, we have the same birthday." And I was like, "That is awesome." So I made a new friend because of Lethal at work. So good on you, Lethal. All right, do you want to introduce yourself to the people, even though I'm pretty sure they all know you?
Hi, I'm Leathal Lightning, and I'm a fan of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
There you go. Now, Neon Genesis Evangelion is basically a mech anime, because those are kind of like mechs, even though they're technically not.
It's confusing.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like confusing as fuck. And Dan Blackroyd says the Neon Genesis Evangelions are my favorite Asian soccer team. Biggles knows them. He knows all the soccer teams in the world. And let's highlight that. There you go.
Favorite Asian soccer team?
No.
Muzzle rules. Muzzle number one. He's just banned.
This says this says Biggles is not real. And then Hail the Breakdown.
I think that's a great name. The Biggles Breakdown.
I came up with like 50 different names, and everybody was like, "That sucks, Biggles." And then I was like, "The Biggles Breakdown. We got it. Like, let's go."
Biggles Breakdown, and the second one could have been the Biggles Report.
The Biggles Report. Yeah, but I wanted the bees, you know?
Yeah, Biggles Breakdown.
Yeah.
TBB.
So it is a mech anime that's confusing as fuck. I've watched it 3 times and I still have no idea what's going on. It's a complete mind fuck. And then they have the movies, which are like what, alternate timelines or something?
Okay. It gets even more confusing.
Yeah, I fall asleep before I finish the movie. So
it's kind of a retelling, but in some aspects, it's kind of a sequel.
Okay.
It's confusing.
Yeah, that's confusing as fuck. It's like Evil Dead 2. It's kind of a reboot,
Evil Dead 2 is a bit more simpler.
So there's the children. First child or children, second children, third children, fourth children, and then the fifth children at the end. And I fucking hate that because it's like, just call them child. Like, they're not plural. There's one first child, right? One first children. And that bugged me throughout the entire fucking thing. But this has 2 dubs, the Netflix dub and then the regular one that comes on here.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
The original one. The Netflix one's kind of shit.
Yeah. I really dislike Shinji's voice actor as the character in the Netflix one because he's just so whiny.
He's so whiny. I actually think of all of them, he's probably one of the better ones in my opinion because Shinji's character, he is a fucking whiny piece of shit.
Yeah, but he's like super whiny in that one, and I'm just like, I
don't want to get in. I don't want to get in it.
Yeah, so that is why he's nicknamed Shit Shinji. You know, fucking Shinji. I almost put that as in the bin. In the bin, Shit Shinji.
We all agree this is a great meme, though.
Yeah. It's even funnier the one with him and the 2 people from Pulp Fiction. Where they're all holding the cups together.
There's one where it's got Joker dancing down the stairs and he's just on the stairs looking at him and get down.
Yeah, fucking Shinji. But no, I might. So I have a cosplay for Game On Con. I'm going as Ryuji, but next year's Anime Con, I'll probably go as Shinji because it's really easy and I'll just have a cup.
And be walk around scowling.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a question for you, actually.
Yeah, let's go.
Who is a worse father, Goku or Gendo?
Gendo is Gendo Akari, right? That's his first name. Yeah, he is. He's worse than Goku.
I agree. He's a fucking terrible dad. Everyone always goes on about how Goku is the worst father, and then you look at Gendo, you're like, this dude's awful. You are just awful. But he's one of the best characters in the whole thing, especially the.
So Goku is in the fucking hospital, or no, Goku is dead when Piccolo kidnaps his son, right? Then Goku's in the hospital when Gohan goes basically by himself with Krillin and Bulma to Namek, right? And he's in the hospital. He goes in there, saves Gohan, right? And then where he's considered a really bad dad is he's fucking dead. And he's like, no, don't wish me back. So they say he's a bad dad because he's like, no, I have to get stronger so when I have to save the world again, right? So he can protect his son. So I don't think Goku's a bad dad. I just think he's an idiot. I think he's an idiot.
I think he's a bad father, whereas Gendo is just a horrible father.
Yeah, I think he's an awful piece of shit.
There's times where you're like, dude, come on, man. Like everyone watching is like, come on. Why are you doing this to your boy, your little boy? He just wants a hug. Like he's just gone through some really traumatic shit. Just give him a hug. And he's just like, we got to get back to work. And then he'll go up to Ray and be like, get Ray out of there. Get Ray out of there. Like when he rips her out of the pod and burns his hands and Shinji's just sitting there going, he would never do that for me.
Yeah. He's a shit father. Unless you consider him being a father to Ray.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird because that's also kind of his wife.
Yeah, it's really weird. Fucking this whole anime fucking confuses the fuck out of me, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's a trip.
Biggles is Mewtwo of anime, and I'm almost to the goal. Nice, Wade. So I like Mewtwo. Mewtwo's cool, but he's not in Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Dude, nah, he wouldn't want anything to do with this. He'd take one look at this shit and go, nope, these cunts are fucking weird.
I believe it.
Now, just so I know, have you watched End of Evangelion?
Is that on this one?
I don't think so. The movie.
Fuck, the last disc is in the thing. Evangelion Death is the one I just watched, and then this also has End of Evangelion. So I haven't got there yet.
You got to watch that because that's the ending. Because the way this ends, back when it came out, when it ended, and congratulations, people went crazy and freaked out, and there was like death threats. God, you fucking fix this ending right now. What the fuck is this? And they came up with End of Evangelion, and End of Evangelion again. Kind of retcons like the last three episodes, and does its own thing, and it's sort of a fuck you, like to the fans. It's sort of like a fuck you, and it's really, really good though. The whole thing is kind of them stepping back, going, "Oh, is this what you wanted? Is this how you wanted to see it all play out?" And everyone's going, "This is really dark." End of Evangelion, I consider to be the true ending to the story. And I would go as far as to say it's also one of the greatest animated movies ever made. Now, roll your dog.
Now is does that end with them all like the world blowing up?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so maybe I watched both of those movies together because how long are they?
End of Evangelion's like I want to say like an hour and 20.
Oh, okay. So I watched like 3 hours of movie yesterday. So I think I did watch it, but I fell asleep at the very end. And I just remember like parts of the world blowing up or something.
It has the song, you know, it all comes tumbling down, tumbling down.
All right. Well,
87 minutes.
I think I fell asleep before the ending. So I just remember there was like a giant ray floating or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I did kind of watch it, but I fell asleep and didn't get to the complete ending. And then I was home late today because a meeting at work overran, so I didn't get to rewatch the ending. But what I like to do on the Biggles breakdown is because we're talking about things I like, a lot of the times I have stuff for it. So do you have any merch that you would like to show?
Sure. I wish I was more prepared for this.
That's okay. While you're going, I have this coaster. And it says Evangelion Mark 06. Now, I don't know which Evangelion unit that is. I'm assuming it's from the newer movies, and that's like Mari's thing. I don't have any body pillows actually.
All right. So I have a bunch of stickers that are in my drawer that I'd have to pull a whole bunch of crap out, but they're just stickers.
Yeah. Okay.
My nerdy home got me that. I have an Asuka, which needs a dusting pretty badly with the Spear Longinus.
Yeah.
My mouse pad, which is one of those bigger mouse pads that takes up most of my desk, is an Asuka with her unit as well. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. I have my queen, Miss Misato, right next to my PC. Well, my monitor, sorry. And I have a Misato poster, which you have seen, that I cannot show.
Yeah, we cannot show that poster on YouTube. But it's a good poster, you guys. You should go find it on the internet and buy it. You know.
I'll see if I can find a picture of my mouse pad.
All right. I also have the DVD of this. Now, one of the friend I go to cons with here, she cosplays as Asuka.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's quite a popular character to cosplay as, and rightfully fucking so.
She ran into 3 others, and they did the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other. Yeah.
Shopping. I can't find mine. Let me see if I can do it this way. All right, go on while I'm looking.
Yeah. So in the show, there's a bunch of stuff that goes on that's so fucking confusing. But I like the characters, other than Shinji crying all the fucking time. But you know what?
Now, with Shinji, though, do you think he's kind of justified considering everything that's going on?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, with how shitty his father is and how fucking everyone is.
Just how fucked everything is?
Yeah. It like, I get it. And then when
I got these posters as well.
Oh, yeah, that's all the units right behind you.
Yeah, they're actually 3 separate posters.
Are they? And then you just put them together?
You put them next to each other, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They
Shinji's kind of justified with everything.
Yeah.
To an extent.
And then he meets the 5th child, and that like changes like his outlook, and he
turns gay.
Yeah.
Basically gay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in End of Evangelion, when Asuka's in a coma in the hospital, he jacks off onto her.
Yeah, he does.
What a sick fuck, man. He's a fucked in the head, that kid. Like, there's so much sexual stuff that's kind of floating around. Like, you know, he's going through puberty and he's living with Misato and he's thinking about banging her and kisses Asuka and all that type of stuff. And then he falls on Ray's boobs and all that type of stuff, which ends up being pretty fucking creepy given the context later when it's revealed who she is and how she's created. You're like, that's kind of weird, dude.
Yeah, it gets really weird, and
then he's gay as well. It's all
like everything changes about his character later on. Well, the funny thing is, there's that part where he's like, is he looking at Asuka or is it Masato? One of them, or no, I think it's when he kisses Asuka and Pen comes out and is like, "Fuck this," and turns around. Because he's got like a boner from it, and Pen's like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving," and like opens up his thing and goes back in the wall.
Pen's one of the best.
Pen's like one of the best anime characters in all of anime
of all time.
Yeah.
Misato is like the perfect woman as well, and the fact that she lives with a penguin just makes it even better.
This is my favorite Misato thing. I remember the first time I was watching this, I took a screenshot of this. And I sent it to you, and I was like, "Leathal, what the fuck is this?" And you're like, "That is perfection," or something like that.
Perfection. Misato is the perfect woman in every way. Build a Misato keyring? Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get one for myself, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't own enough Misato stuff. I need a Misato shrine.
I believe it. I know some people that have like a Asuka shrine.
Mm-hmm.
I
Asuka's one of the more popular ones as well. Asuka's a lot more popular than Rei, and she's probably more popular than Misato as well.
yeah. I've saw so many cosplays when I was there of her. It was just like there were some in her like school uniform. There were some in the suit. There was some
Yeah, and you get the
in
sports outfits, a popular one as well.
yeah, and then there was the one where she's like where you first meet her with Kaji,
Yeah.
where she's
Every now
so
and then you see one of the fat suits.
yeah. I'm going to tell my friends that's the next one she needs to do is the fat suit Asuka.
Now, what do you think of Shinji's classmates?
Oh, I like them. They're my favorite. I like them better than the main three, to be honest, than the
Mm-hmm.
pilots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of them is a pilot, but
Yeah, he gets wrecked.
wrecked. Yeah.
All right, now, and one of the bigger things about this show is all the religious allegories. There's like
Yeah,
crosses everywhere. There's a whole lot of Buddhist stuff and all that.
and then it talks about them being angels and
Yeah,
relation, and yeah, I noticed that. I don't really have anything to say on it, but I noticed it, and
it's a very prominent part of the show as well. Like it's a lot. It's like all different, a whole bunch of different religions. Even like having like Lilith and all that, you know, nailed to the cross and
yeah,
all type of fucked up shit, man.
the first demon or something like that,
First
Lilith, right?
impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so the first impact kind of like created life, sort of. And the second impact kind of nearly killed everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one's what they're trying to avoid.
And then the third one happens in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone turns into Fanta. What did you think of the nerve? All of like nerves like the people that Gendo reports to. How they're all cool with it. They want it to happen.
I thought they were like
To
I
God.
thought they were like an alien race. I don't know. They
Alien race.
yeah, dude, they don't okay, so they're like calling them like this weird thing and they're like saying, "Oh, it's our whatever the dude, I don't even remember the name and I just watched it. Their plan, and it's just like I thought they were like I was like there's no way these are actual humans. Like they don't come off as human. And
They want to be closer to God. That's why
okay.
they're cool. That's why they're cool with everything happening. They believe that if what's their name, Selly or something like that. If the third impact was to go down the way that they all planned it, is then they'd all be closer to God, and it means that, like Shinji says, it's the best way to end all of humanity's suffering, all the bad shit that's happening. We can get rid of that. All we got to do is let this happen. And Shinji kind of agrees with that at one point as well. But then the flip side to that is, you know, you can't have only good without bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just impossible. That's just not how life works. You know, it's all about choices and decisions, and which leads on to life. You know, life is just a series of events, but there's things you can do to shape those events better in your favor. Of course, there's going to be a whole bunch of bad things, and the bad things are really fucking bad, like world wars, starving, all that type of disease, all that stuff. And they figured we can get rid of all humanity's suffering if we just essentially turn into Fanta.
If we kill them all, there's no suffering.
Exactly.
I believe that is a commie thing too. If there's no people left, we have equality. You know, if everybody dies of starvation, we're now equal.
It's kind of like Eren Yeager. If we wipe out everyone else, there's no racism.
Yeah, that's why Aaron's awesome.
Nah,
He's
Eren's
like,
shit.
He's like, no, at the end, he's awesome. Because he's like, fuck it, I'm killing all of you.
You're the one that ruined it for me.
I know,
He's shit at the end.
Fucking Eren. He should have killed them all.
They should have killed them all. He's a wannabe Lelouch.
Yeah. Oh, Lelouch. I want to do that show too.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Mm-hmm. I hate his friend though. I don't fucking remember his name though.
I don't
The
even.
one who's like the knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
But
But
anyway,
Lelouch is awesome.
really quickly, just with Nerve, like even their motto, which is pretty wild, you know, God is in heaven and all is right with the world. You go, that's kind of fucking dark. Basically implying, you know, if we kill everyone on Earth and we all go to heaven, we're all in paradise.
I wouldn't doubt that those guys are going to fucking hell. So kill the
Oh,
world.
they're
going to
awful,
hell.
just awful. Like, everyone, this is the thing with this show. It's like there really isn't many good people. Everyone's just fucking awful, and it's just one world-ending event after another after another.
Uh-huh. Every single
Well, that probably explains why I like it, Blackroyd.
every single angel comes in, which is from them, right? They're the one that are releasing the angels. If
The
I
angels are coming
understand
down
it right.
to try to get down so they can make contact with Adam and Lilith, which will cause
The third impact.
Which is why they start drilling down.
But the angels are from those people, right?
They're from Adam and Lilith. They've come to Earth to bring them back together.
Okay. Like I said, I've watched this like 3 times and I still have no idea what the fuck is going on.
So, it's confusing. It really is a confusing show. Especially those last 3 episodes. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
And like in the show, it's like the last episode is basically Shenji going, "Oh, it's okay not to want to kill myself. I'm live now. Hi, everybody." And then don't they do like a song after it?
Yeah, congratulations.
Speaking of songs, they have Beethoven's Ninth Symphony in there, a lot. And how about that theme song?
It's so good, isn't it? The thing with this is it plays into the typical anime cliche where you watch the opening and you're like, oh, this is kind of uplifting and all cool. And then like you listen to what the lyrics are and it's all about the end of the world. And then the show starts and it's all about the end of the world. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's so the song is so good. And then like I listen to like English covers of it too. And I've been like learning Japanese as well, so I can try to watch the subs without the reading because I can't fucking read. I'm slightly above Mazza, you know. That's why I beat him in the Cat in the Hat reading.
Amanda Lee, if you know who she is, she did a really good cover of the song.
Yeah, that's who I listen to.
Nice. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think everyone does.
Yeah, I have like so I have an anime playlist on my Spotify, and I think 12 of the songs are hers, and then one of them is one of them's from Fire Emblem. It's Edelgard's like theme.
Yeah, she does like anime and video game covers for music. She's really fucking good.
Yeah, really good. But yeah, I have a whole playlist where it's like 25 songs and like 20 of them are hers and then the other 5 are just Attack on Titan.
How about speaking of all like the sexual stuff that goes on with the show, what about Asuka, where she's just so desperate to get a boyfriend so she can have like affection?
Yeah,
it's all about having affection because of like, you know, the parents' suicide and all that.
The fucked up shit that happened in her past. And she's like throwing herself at Kaji, and he's like, you're too young.
Yeah, Kaji's like, oh, that's jailbait. No, that's jailbait.
He's like, be a kid. What are you doing?
And then, of course, there's Misato, who's just completely fucked in the head, and she's kind of similar to Asuka in that regard.
Yeah, because her dad died in the second impact, and they put her in like a container. Yeah, it's like a capsule from Dragon Ball Z that they put her in. It's just a bigger one.
And she was a mute for years and years and years, and then she kind of takes like the adoptive role to Shenji,
Mhm.
and then at the same time starts having like sexual thoughts about him and shit. Like,
Yeah, she like kisses him before she dies, and then she comes back like the next episode, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Did she just die in the last episode?" And I was, oh, I was so
she
confused on what
dies
was
big
going on.
time in End of Evangelion. She gets blown up.
Damn.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like she's like shot in the head, right? And you're like, "What?" And then the next episode, she's alive, and I was like, "What the fuck? Wasn't she dead?" And then it's like just people talking, and I was like, "I don't know what's going on. I thought she was dead." And then Kaji, they kill him off screen. They don't even like kill him on screen, and I was like, "Oh, come on! You got to give that man an honorable death. Come on."
He has a very heroic death in the Rebuild movies.
The ones on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started to watch those, but I never finished them.
It's worth it, man. Like I said, I think End of Evangelion's the better ending, but they're worth watching. Some people actually prefer these ones because it's more of a happier ending.
I don't like happy. Let them all die. Darkness is all that matters. Dude, they're talking shit in the fucking chat. Fucking monsters. How dare you? You're so mean to me. But is there any other stuff you really want to talk about, or should we just jump into the thing? Because I like to try to keep these as an hour, and last week's tier list was over an hour and 15 minutes.
No, it's your show, man. I'm happy to go with your flow, dude.
All
Anything.
right. So
What did you actually, real quick? What did you think of the angel designs?
some of them were really fucking cool. And then I think I've seen some of them in shows that I saw later on, because this came out in what, 95, 95,
Something like that,
96.
yeah.
So this came out when I was like 7. But I didn't watch this when I was 7, because I was like, fuck that, let's watch Gundam Wing, because those were the mechs I was used to. And the funny thing is, I don't remember anything about Gundam Wing, and I watched it every day when I was a kid. I would run home, go watch Gundam Wing, and then it would be Sailor Moon and then Dragon Ball Z, and I would just be like, "Cha," and I don't remember anything from Gundam Wing.
Have you rewatched it? It probably all come back. Like when I rewatched Digimon like last month, as I was watching it, everything was coming back. God, I remember all of this now.
Oh, I still remember all of Digimon. So, and they just made a reboot, or not like a reboot, like a
remake, yeah.
Yeah, like a remake, and it's almost the same. It's pretty awesome. But
Now,
I
if
like
you
the
want
design
to,
of the angels.
if you want to go down a full rabbit hole, when you get time, you need like an hour.
Okay.
Just go on YouTube and just type in Evangelion timelines.
That sounds
like
a nightmare. Dude, I can't even
fucking
follow the
mess.
fucking show, dude.
It's a fucking mess.
How am I supposed to follow the timelines?
There's so many, and that's the problem.
Yeah. I thought they were all like alternate universes, because there's like, these are this set of movies, and like the way they tell the movie like retells the entire anime, and then the other movies add new characters. Like we get Mari, who I don't even know what number child she is. She's the 6th child from somewhere. I don't know.
I won't spoil it for you.
All right. All I know is Asuka is a fucking pirate in those movies and has an eye patch.
They do a thing with Asuka in those movies where they kind of age her up, right? To the point where it's like, okay, now she's legal.
Yeah.
We did it for the fan fiction. Like, here, just really quickly, I'll just show you something here, man.
Well, technically, right now, she would be like 21.
So here's a video here from 2019. All 37 Evangelion timelines explained, and it's like 54 minutes.
37? Holy shit, man.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this? Like, I couldn't follow anything that was going on. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just thought it was really cool. Um, like, oh, Ray's a clone. There's 500 Rays. Oh, wait, Ray's Shinji's mom?
Oh
And he
boy.
grabbed her boob earlier? And all his friends are talking about her supple calves? And I'm just like, what is going
Yeah,
on here?
it's a trip.
All right. Let's jump into the tier list
Mm-hmm.
because this is the fun part of the stream, where we go full Mazza right here. All right. So, of course, we have Pen Pen at the top.
Pen 1.
Yeah. That means there can only be one, and that's Pen Pen.
All right.
There can be no one else in the Pen Pen category. Then we have Hell Lit, Mingin, Kind of Mingin, Munted, and In the Bin.
Yeah,
Now, do you want
looks familiar?
to explain what some of these mean? Because
Sure.
these are not words that us Americans understand.
Let's start with, we're working from the bottom up. In the bin, I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. You put rubbish in the bin, so it's in the bin.
Mazza is in the bin.
Munted is like, you look at something that's kind of like, you know, when something's sort of broken, like say your remote for your TV, like the up button doesn't work. You go, yeah, it's munted.
Yeah.
Now, if something's minging, you're like, it's fucked, but it's kind of okay as well. So if it's kind of minging, it's kind of fucked. And then hella lit, you go, it's hella lit.
All right, there you go. Now that it's all explained for us American English users, not Aussie English, we're going to jump into it. So we're just going to put Pen Pen right there at the top, at his rightful throne above everybody else. But what's this guy's name?
Is that?
I don't remember if this was the spy for Masato or this was the spy for Masato.
Either way, he works at Nerve, so he's kind of fucked.
Munted or in the bin?
I'd put him in munted.
I think this is the spy for Masato, so I think he's a little better. All right. Chalked already. We fucked up. We fucked up, boys. All right. Asuka.
Oh, she's fucked in the head. Let's go Mingen.
Megan.
You happy with Mingen?
Yeah, so her whole life is fucked up from her mom.
Yeah.
Like her mom was like, come play with me, and it was a doll, and it wasn't even her.
She's fucked.
And that's why she treats her Evangelion like a doll. And that's why
her mom's kind of in it as well.
What? Did I miss that part? Oh my god, dude, I told you I have no idea what the fuck is going on. My mind like blows up when I'm trying to follow everything that goes on in the last 3 or 4 episodes. Like I see all the I catch all the foreshadowing that they set up, right? And then when I get there, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so her mom is part of her Evangelion.
Yeah, I'll leave you to that one. Do that what you will.
Oh my god.
Who's next?
The fifth child.
Gay boy.
He's better than Shinji, right?
I'll put him in. I'm happy with kind of Mingen.
Kind of Mingen.
Yeah.
I like that he when you first meet him, he's humming Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. And there's this movie called Cheats with Matthew Lawrence in it. And they're like, tonight we sing. And they sing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. And it has all the answers to the test. And it just reminds me of that. And I sing that all the time. So I really liked it. So he can be kind of Mingen. I like it.
Kind of Mingen.
Kind of Mingen.
Kenzuki.
One of the cooler classmates.
He's the one with the camera.
Yeah, he's the one with the camera all the time. He's constantly going on trips now. Constantly going on trips so they can so he can take like more pictures and find out stuff about like the Evangelions and stuff. And he's the one who tells Shinji that they're looking for a fourth pilot.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip. Biggles has got to rewatch it now. Like, what the
well,
fuck?
I know. Okay, so I know Shinji's mom is in like everything because she's Rey and everywhere. But I didn't know hers was. So they're saying hella lit.
For him? Nah, I don't think he's hella lit.
Megan?
You know what?
Like
Actually, let's put him in Mingen, but let's bump Asuka up.
Okay. So, like I said earlier, I like the classmates more than the pilots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said that earlier. Especially Toji. Fucking hella lit as fuck. I think he's awesome. I like the classmates more than the pilots because like super fucked in the head, fucking crybaby, just does whatever she's told. But apparently she has no soul, so it makes sense.
Who's next? Kozo.
So he's the scientist guy.
He's like number 2 to Gendo.
He's much cooler than Akari. And you know what? Akari, no, fuck Akari. He can go in the bin. You know why? He took his wife's name. Okay, he's a bitch. In the bin.
I got an argument for Gendo, but anyway.
Okay. So the number 2. The number 2.
I'm leaning Mingen.
Megan? Right there?
Happy with Mingen?
Yeah. Because he's important to the story. Like
and he has some good moments as well.
Yeah,
and
especially
he's not
in
like
the end of Evangelion. He doesn't come off as a complete asshole.
Yeah.
You know? So like all right.
Okay, Gendo. Where do you want him?
In the bin.
I want him in hella lit.
You want him in hella lit?
And let me explain why.
I want him in the bin, so that makes him kind of Mingen.
Let me explain why. I think I can win you over on this one.
All right.
This dude don't give a fuck. Everyone is conflicted except for him. He knows damn well what he's doing, and he does not care about how anyone feels.
Yeah.
Hella lit.
Hella lit.
And he's also fucking what's her name? Ritsuko?
Fucking her. Probably fucked her.
And
fucked her. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you haven't seen End of Evangelion. Remember what he does to her at End of Evangelion? Remember what he does to her at End of Evangelion?
He probably kills her.
He fucking shoots the bitch.
Yeah, I believe it. He probably. So you know when they say he probably killed his wife? We all know it's this bitch who killed his wife. Because when you see when you go and you crawl into the little space where they're trying to like hack the angel that was hacking them or whatever, you see "Screw You, Akari" on there. And at the time, we thought this was the Akari that they were talking about, but it was this Akari. That's the only thing I followed. I'll let you go in hell lit. All right.
Yeah.
Where do you want him in hell lit?
Hell lit.
But where though?
Oh, I'm happy there.
Right there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Class rep.
The class
rep for Koji. Make some sandwiches. Is there for
Hikare.
For Asuka when she's having her mental breakdowns. I think she's hell lit.
Really?
Her and Toji are my favorite. She's like the only good person in the entire show. Everybody else is like fucked in the head, and she's like, "No, I got you. Don't worry." And like her sadness comes from Toji being in the fucking hospital. You know. I don't know. I can go with Megan, but she's the coolest.
All right, we'll do Megan. We'll do Megan.
But she's cooler than him, so she goes there.
Who's next? Munted. Fuck right off.
Let's do that because otherwise it looks cooler this way. It looks like they're conjoined at the head. Ryoji Kaji.
I want to say hella lit.
You get a sex scene with him and Masato.
You do.
Well, kinda. You see the cigarette, and then you just hear all the sex noises.
I gotta go hella lit, I reckon. Dude,
yeah.
This motherfucker don't give a. He just wants to grow his watermelons.
Yeah, the Evangelions and the angels are fighting, and he's like, "Well, someone's got to water these watermelons, you know."
Fuck off, bitch! I just want my watermelons.
And then he's constantly finding everything out, and
yeah, he's a pretty slick spy as well.
And he's like, "I'm not into jailbait. Fuck off," you know. He's based as fuck. I'll give him hell lit, but he's top of hell lit, you know.
He's pretty good.
He has a challenge here for the top, but all right. Girl Shinji. I forgot her actual name. I call her Girl Shinji because she looks like Shinji, but she's a girl. It's like they drew the same person, and they were just like, different voice actor. Let's go.
I reckon Munted.
Munted.
All three of them going Munted.
She could be in the middle. It's a sandwich now.
All right. I reckon my queen goes in Pen Pen.
Pen Pen? You want her in Pen Pen?
Right at the top.
All right.
Pen Pen. Yeah. Boss Hog gives.
Is that Maza?
Yeah, that's a really bad picture of Maza when the camera froze.
That's the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life. Why would you put Maza on you? Why would you want to advertise Maza? I think that's a Baldur's Gate commercial.
She belongs in Pen Pen.
Pen Pen? All right, we'll put her in Pen Pen.
She's perfect in every way.
Watch this, ready?
Yeah.
Masato is great, except for when she kisses Shinji. A little jailbait right there.
Oh yeah, it's wild that like her boyfriend said no to jailbait, whereas she was a bit more like.
Bonnie, it's important.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Lethal, entertain the people.
All right, let me have a look at the chat. How we doing, chat? Fucking Biggles has had to step away. Anyway, Masato is perfectly perfect in every way. Everyone else's opinion about her is wrong. She is perfect. Perfectly perfect. Pen Pen, of course, is fucking... She tested the water? Mate, she did a lot more than tested. I'd swap the word tested for sampled.
Fucking Masato. No, that was my sister. We have to put my dog down.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Let's focus on this though. Masato was like jailbait. Perfect. Her boyfriend was like no jailbait.
She's perfect. She's the perfect woman.
She's the perfect woman. And the teacher scene. They're like, Miss Masato's here. We love our teacher. So that gives you like the teacher vibes that you want. All right, in the bin. Fuck her.
Yeah, fuck her.
She sucks. She killed Ray. She killed Yui. I guarantee it. She's
trash. She's trash. She's a slut, just like her daughter.
Yeah, her and her daughter are Eskimo brothers.
Oh man, Ray! Holy fuck! This woman, holy bitch!
She has no soul. So it's a little.
It's hard
a
to
little
judge her because
understanding.
it's like it's not really your fault.
Yeah, and at the end, she cares about Shinji, mainly because she's his mom.
All right, put her in hella lit.
Hell lit.
I reckon hella lit,
She's
especially
pretty
with the
cool.
rebuilds.
Yeah.
She's so fucked. Like it's just
Yeah.
who's next?
Toji. My favorite. Where do you want
Mingen.
him? Megan? You think he's
All right, yeah, Mingen.
Well,
I'm
I
happy
figured
with
you
Mingen.
wouldn't let me have him in Hell Lit, but he's my favorite.
I don't think he quite makes hella lit. But
He cares about his
Mingen.
sister. That's why he was able
he's
to go.
cool.
He punches Shinji in the face.
He does.
then-
Hella lit.
Hell Lit. Hell yeah.
He punches Shinji. Hella
He
lit.
punches Shinji in the face.
That's like his introduction as well. Hella lit.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you. All right.
The
So
slut.
above her
You know
mom in
what?
the bed.
Actually, I'm gonna
I
say
like
kind
her.
of Mingen.
Yeah, I kind of like her early on.
She's a computer whiz.
Yeah, she's really cool early on, and then she like gets upset with Masato for wanting to go with Ryoji and Ryoji Kaji, and then she's like, "Well, I shouldn't say anything because she's fucking banging."
Gendo, my boy.
Banging Shinji's dad, Commander Akari. But she kind of like fucks a lot of shit up. And she's kind of a bitch. So yeah, kind of Mingen.
Yeah, and she's
Better
super
than
smart as
Munted.
well.
Yeah.
Her moments where she shines, she really shines.
All right, we got
God.
Shit Shinji. Where does he go? Like, he could go anywhere.
He really fits in every single fucking category except for Pen.
Yeah, he could be
so much of it
lit,
isn't his fault, but at the same
and he
time,
could be
it's
in the
like
bed
he's
at the same
such a
time.
fucking dickhead. Fucking Shinji, stupid Shinji. Someone say slut. Dude, you know what? How about we just make a separate category
for
and
Shinji?
just call it Shinji.
All right,
Now put it right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom. Oh wait, what did I fucking do? Shit.
I'd put him right at the bottom. Yeah, move that one down.
Such an ugly fucking color too.
Yeah,
I don't know why I chose it. All right, let's see.
And just call it Stupid Shinji. Yeah, fuck him. Stupid Shinji.
Now it looks like he's below the bed. But
that's his mum.
Every time I hear stupid Shinji, I just fucking laugh. What the fuck did I just do?
Whoa.
Yui Akari.
She's not really in it.
She's in it for 2 episodes.
You don't see a whole lot of her, though. She's hard to judge.
I think she's better than the slut. The slut who killed her.
Poor girl. This is a tough one. Her impact on the show is right at the top.
Yeah.
But she's not
and then
really
she's
in
also
it.
Ray, who we have at Hell Lit.
Yeah. This is hard.
You know what? You know how you said Hell Lit for Akari?
Yeah.
Commander Akari?
Yeah.
Well, that bitch took her last name, so she's got to be better than him, right?
No, because she would have shown a lot of love and affection, whereas he didn't.
Hey, she took Shinji to see her death. That counts for something, right? Where she got murdered by in the bin.
How about we just put her in munted?
Munted? Is she getting sandwiched like
Yeah,
like
put
girl
her there.
Shinji?
Put her there.
So this is our
That's a pretty good looking list, I reckon.
yeah. I like it. Now,
Fucking Shinji.
where would you put that other character that's in the other pilot? Because there's a fourth.
Oh, Mary Mingen.
She would be Mingen.
Mingen. I didn't like her as the originals, but she ain't bad. She ain't bad.
All right. She's not stupid Shinji though, so she can't be that bad. And Asuka is a pirate in those, so
Legal age Asuka.
I almost took the one where she has an eye patch, just for the hilarity.
She actually has a different name in that one as well.
That's not her name in the shows?
In Rebuild, she actually has a different name.
What's it in the...
She's got like a middle name that's different.
Oh, Langley is not her middle name?
No, it's changed.
That's weird.
It's like, what is it? Shikanimi or some shit? What's what it says here?
So is she like not German anymore?
Oh, she German.
Oh. Yeah. So I like our list.
I think it's a pretty solid list.
Other than he should be right here with his bitch.
Gendo hate.
I'll give it to you. You sold me on the argument. Unlike Chunk and Swigs that just cried about Sabito in the last tier list. Fucking shit.
Now, if we were going, we should get a list of anime fathers because that way we can put him down the bottom.
Yeah, I'll do it. We'll get Goku. We'll get him. We'll get Vegeta, who's actually like top tier.
Vegeta's a great dad.
Top tier dad. Then we have Piccolo.
Oh man, this is okay. I know we're going to talk about Dragon Ball a bit here, but people always say, "Oh, well, Piccolo's the black character." I'm like, no, he adopted and raised a kid.
That's fucked up, dude.
How is he the black character?
I'm going to hell. But the funny thing is, Piccolo's only 3 years older than Gohan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like 7 by the time.
Keep telling me Piccolo's black. He's not black. Facts.
So we got our tier list.
What direwolves here? Completely off topic, if you don't mind, Biggles.
Yeah, that's fine.
The other night, I was rewatching one of my favorite documentaries. It's called Style Wars, which is all about old school American graffiti back in the day, back in New York, right? And there's this white guy in there, this white dude, and he talks about how back in the day, how he used to steal spray paint. And his fucking idea was he would walk in there with his black friend and his Mexican friend, Direwolf, for example. And he goes, I'd walk in with them two, and everyone in the shop would focus on the black guy and the Mexican guy. Gone, these two are going to steal shit. And they would just walk around, not steal anything. And meanwhile, the white guy would be filling up bags of stuff and then walk out.
Yeah, I know some kids like
that. That right there is racial equality. That is how we build bridges together.
You help them steal by having them follow their
everyone's going to suss out the black and the Mexican guy. No one's paying attention to the white guy that's actually doing it all.
I always assume it's the white guy coming in to steal.
And as the white person myself, I totally support using Mexicans and blacks as diversions.
I'm going to hell for laughing at this. This is the world we strive for. Like,
that's how you build bridges.
That's how we
work together. We're stronger together.
I understand doing that at Target and getting Pokemon cards because I just got the statement for my credit card for how much Pokemon cards I just bought.
I am obsessed with buying cards at the moment, man.
Yeah.
I
I
got
said,
4 packs over there. I got a Dragon Ball, a Digimon, a Pokemon, and a Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, I'm having so much fun opening them.
well, I have $5,000 worth of Dragon Ball's super cards.
I opened my first pack the other day on the Weaves and Waifu stream, and I think value for money, it's probably the best one. You get the most cards out of it.
Yeah, and you're almost guaranteed like a super rare.
Mm.
Not an ultra rare, but you're almost guaranteed a super rare in every pack.
Man, if I had enough money, I would start another channel where it's just opening cards.
I would do it. I have the money to buy cards every day if I wanted to, but then I have to give up all my subs to all my friends, and I can't
It's-
support my people anymore.
I was sitting down on eBay, like going through like to buy like packs of packs. It's outrageous, man, the prices some of them want.
Yeah. When you never want to buy packs in bidding, you never want to bid for packs. Because you don't know what you're going to get in there, and you could be like, "Oh, I just spent $500 on this pack," and you get like all comments, and you're like, "Fuck me."
Fuck me.
Yeah. At least Pokemon packs are easy to open because you're like, if it's one of the newer ones for Scarlet and Violet, you just pull the energy off the top, right? And then you're like, this card, this card, this card, this card. I've already used all these, so I don't care if someone sees the code. Then you're like, boom, that's my shiny fucking thing. Hassan says he bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards last weekend.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good.
They're
They're not $2 a pack, boss. Like I'm talking about buying like the pack that carries packs.
Yeah, the booster boxes.
Booster box. Thank you. Yeah.
I buy the booster boxes a lot. Does this game have a card game?
No, but I think everything should have a card game.
Yeah, there's two different Dragon Ball Z, or there's a Dragon Ball Z card game and the Dragon Ball Super card game that's now. I'm waiting for the digital version to go online. Boss Hog says, either way, I'm surrounded by virgins.
Well, that's because you live by yourself.
And you got a picture of Mazza, so no one's going to want to bang you.
See, have a look at this. Screen sharing.
Yeah.
Just typed in booster pack TCG, right?
Yeah.
Look at this shit. That's way too expensive.
Yeah. I just fucking bought a what is it? I just bought a Charizard one. Oh wait, is that? Oh no, that's the newer boxes for Dragon Ball. I was going to say I just bought like a Charizard box on like Amazon because it was like $40 off. So I get 3 Charizards.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to become a card opening channel now.
Yeah, dude, I would do so much just. And the funny thing is, I know we're way off topic now, and we're just killing time to get to the hour or whatever, because it's usually an hour, or at least an hour. I couldn't talk about this one as much because I don't understand what the fuck is going on, because it was so confusing. But my cousin placed 12th in nationals like 3 years ago for Pokemon TCG, and then my friend, that guy Travis, who I wish he still streamed, just got back from an international tournament, and I think Worlds like just happened. So I think he was just at Worlds because in May he just placed 4th in the overall tournament. So he got invited to the international.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Boogie 2.0. Oh, dude. I'm just going to get really fat.
Dude, I started.
Pogs. We're back in Pog form.
I started my diet today because I got a Ryuji cosplay. Like I bought it because I'm not ready to make my own yet. And I bought like a really cheap one, and the shirt they gave me is like a size and a half too small. So I have like a month to get into that smaller shirt. But I'm also like working out, so I gotta figure out how to fucking not get too big to where it's small again, right? So fuck. But that was Neon Genesis Evangelion. That was the Biggles breakdown. Lethal, you're this way, I think. Would you like to tell the people where to find you? I think I have your channels in
Yeah.
my description, but
I'll be going live. I don't know when, maybe in like an hour or so, on Kick and on my gaming channel. I don't know if I want to start Street Fighter or if I want to start Space Marine. I haven't decided yet, but I got an hour to decide.
well, Space Marine 2 is not out yet, so you got to play Space Marine 1.
Exactly.
I really like the Space Marine game. Now I'm a Tau guy, so on PS2 I played Fire Warrior, where you have to fight the Space Marines. And once you get past the Imperial Guard and have to fight the Space Marines, you get fucked a lot. You're like, shit. And like the controls were really bad on PlayStation 2 back then, because like the bumpers were like R1, R2. Like, sorry, I went to the Xbox controller because that's what I use for my computer. The R1, L1 were the fucking shooting, and then like the back buttons were like the aims.
Yeah, fuck that. That's weird.
And it was so weird. And I like went to play it again, and I was like, shit. But yeah, I would say Space Marine.
I'm thinking
But that's
Space
because-
Marine as well.
That's because I
Boss,
really like
where are you
Marine.
fucking going, cunt? Where are you going? You want me to guess where you're going? Where the fuck are you going?
He's going to Space Mummies.
Yeesh.
But no,
this
the
is fun.
the Tau are what they call the weeb race, because they have mechs and everything.
This was a fun stream. It's always good to talk about Neon Genesis.
Yeah. Next week, Ryan Reaper is coming on,
Oh, nice.
and I made him watch Goblin Slayer. He's like, and he was like, "This is fucking awesome."
Nice.
Did someone say Xenos? Is he talking about? Is it wrong to try to pick up a girl in the dungeon, season 3? Is that what he's talking about? The Xenos?
Oh man.
Burn the heritage.
Yeah, I'm thinking about an hour or so.
Yeah, Space Marine's fucking awesome, dude. I played it when it first came out, so I used to play Warhammer 40K all the time. I thought our alien race in 40K. Oh. Equals alien in 40K. I thought the Tyrid was the aliens. Like, only the first episode of Goblin Slayer is good? Boss Hog, how can you say that about my favorite anime?
It's the best episode.
Yeah. Well,
I think the problem is that it set a tone in the first episode, and it kind of didn't really follow through with it.
Yeah,
But
well,
the actual Goblin Slayer character himself, I think, is fucking awesome.
Yeah. The manga doesn't go easy like the anime.
Yeah, I've
does.
heard the manga's like way more hard. The whole manga's a lot more like the first episode.
Well, I remember when I got the first book, and I took a picture, and I was like, "This is page 2, Lethal," and it's the gruesome thing that happens to his sister. And I'm just like, "Holy shit! This is page 2, Lethal, of the fucking manga." But next week with Ryan Reaper, we're talking Goblin Slayer. So we're going to have fun talking about my favorite anime. We're going to show off all my fucking merch. I have so much for Goblin Slayer. I actually want to buy more, but I didn't have $1,000 to drop.
Be like that.
I was going to buy the Goblin Slayer, the High Elf Archer, the fucking Lizard Priest, and Dwarf Shaman, because I saw all of them. I was like, ooh, I want them all, but I didn't have $1,000. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time, next Monday at 8 Eastern.
Yeah. God is in his heaven and all
Bye.
right with the world. Let's go.